Hello everybody, I know it's been a while since I've done a video like this, and things may look a little awkward. You may see the Team Night Saturn logo at the end or whatever, depending on where I decide to. If not, disregard, but it's a little awkward, out of place, because, well, I haven't done this in a while, like I said, but Retropalooza Houston has come and gone, and I feel like sharing pickups once again. I've got another nice good round of, hot and spicy game pickups for all of you. Nice, juicy, good choices. Lots of quality. Although I may, for some, may find that out the hard way later on, but we'll see soon enough. Now, for those of you new here watching this, the drill is simple. I picked up games at Retropalooza Houston, and we're going to go through them. And I'll show you them all, tell you who I got them from if I can remember their names, and a little bit of, who knows what else. Let's get the music going, fire this up, and, we shall start. Alright, turn that down a little. Alright, we're going to start with the day one stuff here. So this first pickup I got from Retro Madness. They are a chain of stores in the DFW area, the Dallas-Fort Worth area as well. This was the first pickup from them that says 35, but I got for 30. This is Champions of Norath for the PlayStation 2. This was made by the people who made, Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, as you can see from the creators of Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. This one actually had big online capabilities, and that was a pretty big deal when it first came out, but you can still play it offline. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and now I'm glad to have the game. That said, though, I will be trying to get the sequel at some point. I did see a copy at the con from a different seller, but nah, didn't end up getting it. What the? Okay, we got a couple more here. Well, what do you know? Looks like we got a 2 GameCube game next. I got these from the same seller. I don't remember his exact name, but I got these for 30 each because they ended up costing 60. One on the back had a price of 35. The other didn't even have it. Like, it had a way higher price on it. Even then, I think these were just negotiable. But anyways, yeah. First one I got was a wrestling game. It is WWE WrestleMania 19 for the GameCube, which ended up being about 30. This is the, this was the sequel to WrestleMania. Oh, the WWE emblems aren't on there, whatever. This was the sequel to WrestleMania 18 on the GameCube, and now I just need one more wrestling game to complete the Wrestling GameCube collection stuff, and that's Day of Reckoning for the exclusives, or Day of Reckoning 2, I mean. Sorry, no Day of Reckoning 2 in this pickups list. I could not find it. And then I got, as well, from the same seller for 30, Virtua Striker 2002, which is an arcade soccer game from Sega in their long-running Virtua Striker series. Ignore that 75 on there. Yeah, it's got the reg card. It's in good condition. I had to, and it's exclusive. These next two, with enough negotiation, I got from OK Chief's booth for 50 both. A couple Wii games, actually. I was on the hunt for Wii games since I recently homebrewed my Wii. And I'm going to get a USB hard drive, and, yeah, I'm going to do stuff. I'm going to put games on there. And first, we got Mario Galaxy 2. Because Nintendo has not reported this one over. But yeah, this is one my cousin had on the Wii as well. So now I have my own copy, and I can't wait. I'll have to find Mario Galaxy 1, though, or just put it on there. Or maybe if I end up with a Switch one day, I can just get the 3D All-Stars and get that. Oh yeah, and continuing the Mario train, we got Super Paper Mario. This one my cousin also had on the Wii, so, yeah. Really want that 1,000-year door at one point, though. These next two, I believe none other than RetroCart himself, Mr. RetroCart himself, Andy, was back there. This time, I think I actually had recognized him. And, I picked up a couple things from his booth, or at least, 5 things. These first two were day one. First, Beach Volleyball Summer Heat for the PlayStation 2. We did negotiation, so we did 17 for both of these. This and the next one, so this ended up being 5, all things considered. It's another DOA volleyball style game, so, yeah. Okay, that's 2. And I got Wipeout Fusion for 12. I love Wipeout. What can I say? This was the only Wipeout PlayStation 2 game in North America. There was another one that was PAL only. I don't remember the exact name of it, but that one will have to be emulated. These next two are 360 pickups I got from one of the other guys here. I don't remember his exact name, but he had like Pokemon cards as well. And like a shelf with a ton of stuff. Good mix, 360, PS3, PS2, OG Xbox, but yeah. First I got, oh, I want to say that one. Let's go for this one first. This is Crackdown for $5. This was made by Real Time Worlds. And it's an open world kind of game here, but kind of interesting. There was a sequel. I couldn't find it, but I do have the original. So that's what I guess matters the most. Well, let me scoot some of these over. Now I'm saved this one here, because this is the big boy of, oh, camera's a little loose, let me fix that. Because now I have the big boy of RPGs on the 360, Lost Odyssey for $20. Oh man, I've heard so much good stuff about, whoops, Lost Odyssey. Look at that. There's disc 1. It's 4 discs. It is probably the biggest RPG you can play on there because of how, just on the pure disc amount alone. And I've heard a lot of good things about it. And at that price, yeah. This one I got from Wizard Games, who's finally made their long-awaited return. This is, oh boy, another big one. This is the limited edition of Gears of War 2. Ah, crap. Side there's a little sun-faded. That side isn't. It's a big boy here. And the back says there's a bonus DVD with exclusive behind-the-scenes footage, design galleries, and all sorts of other stuff. But unfortunately, it's actually not. Alright, I'm going to just take that out. There's an art book here. So this is the steel book. It's a nice design. And yeah, well, it has the manual. It is missing the bonus disc, which I've ordered off eBay, so that will be here. It will be fixed. And then an art book, Beneath the Surface, and inside look at Gears of War 2 with those sorts of good stuff. And now I'm going to put this back together. And I picked this up for $15 because Microsoft does not port it Gears 2, nor Gears 3, but I already have Gears 3, so yeah. Okay, from this particular seller, who is all the way in the, when you entered the main convention floor and all the way to the right, he had some stuff tucked away at his booth, went in and found me another wrestling game. WWE 13. This was the last of the series before they decided to go and basically turn it into WWE 2K, but yeah, I just need WWE 12 and we'll have those two. Next up, Rad Junk made their return, although Dave was not at the booth, so yeah, but I hope he's watching this because Joe basically was actually there as well, running Rad Junk stuff, and I wanted to see if I could get something cheap enough from them as well. Oh, I think the sticker fell off of this one. Oops. Yeah, I wanted to see if I could. So, because like last year I bought a couple more pricier things from them, and I don't know if I wanted to this year. Someone got the Neo Battle Coliseum, but they didn't get World Heroes Anthology, so I swooped in and got it for $20. So if Joe and Dave are watching this, thank you both, even though Dave's prepping for an event in Tampa. But still. This is a collection of games of the World Heroes series, which was very popular on the Neo Geo. A lot of these SNK compilations came out closer to the end of the PlayStation 2's lifespan, like late PS2, early PS3 stuff. So there's a lot of these. The Fatal Fury Battle Archives, Metal Slug Anthology. There is a ton of that shit. Okay. This next seller was actually across from one of the guest booths. A couple booths down from Culture Shock. I got a shit ton of good stuff from them here. Like, I got 4 Xbox games and 1 PS2 game, all for $35. The first, Transformers. This one's been on my list for a while. I found it in good condition complete, so we went for it. It's in a generic DVD case, which I'm going to replace, but it's in good condition otherwise. Now, I got a lot of good OG Xbox stuff here. This one was listed as 8. Marvel Nemesis, Rise of the Imperfects. This is a fighting game, basically, set in the Marvel Universe. Not much to say else. Okay. I also got, listed for 5, Medal of Honor Rising Sun, the sequel to Frontline that takes place during the Pearl Harbor ordeal, the Battle of Pearl Harbor, the Battle of... It takes place during Pearl Harbor and follows that sort of events there that leads into everything, so yeah. Also continuing the Medal of Honor train, Medal of Honor European Assault, where we send things back to Europe, basically, for World War II stuff, and yeah. Now I have all the Medal of Honor games on the Xbox, and I can't wait to play them. Or the other two, at least, because I've played Frontline. This one was listed at $3. There's a Goodwill sticker on here at $2. This is Outlaw Golf 2. This is a sequel to the original Outlaw Golf. I did review the Christmas games, the Outlaw Golf Christmas stuff, so yeah. Whoop. Okay, that's... Okay, first of all... Hold on. Okay, first of all, that manual's upside down. And these are cheat codes. These are cheat codes someone went and printed out, which is always you know, that's always nice to find when someone prints that out for you, basically. Okay, I got a few more from the seller adjacent to those I got. These 3 ended up costing $80 total. First, Kirby's Return to Dreamland on the Wii, because I don't have a Switch, so the Wii version is the way to go, and I can rip it to my Wii, and who doesn't love this adorable little fluff ball? Couple more PlayStation 2 goodness, going down the Gundam rabbit hole finally with the first Gundam game, Mobile Suit Gundam Journey to Jaburo. This was listed at $20. I love the design of this disc too, how it looks like a Japanese design disc. I love that. I do. And finally, from them, this ended up costing $30 when we did what we did to go for $80. So, Monster Rancher 3. I've never played a single Monster Rancher game, but I hear a lot of good things about them, so this should be fun. And finally, this one here I had gotten from Kyler's side of Kyle from Houston Retro Gamers booth for $8. This is Infamous Second Son Limited Edition. Now I have all the main Infamous games, and I am looking forward to playing it. It doesn't have the code or whatever the thing, but I can get that remaining DLC there, which basically sort of follows Cole, the main character from the previous 2 games. But directly from Kyle for $5, I got Splashdown, the original on Xbox, not PlayStation. The original was on PlayStation 2, but also this came out on Xbox later on, so yeah. I reviewed the sequel recently, and I'm looking forward to playing the original. And finally, from Retro Bash for $10 at least, I got Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. A lot of people are coming around on this one and realizing it's not actually that bad, so this should be an interesting one to play. That's all the day 1 stuff. Now I'm gonna get the day 2 stuff here ready. Okay, let me just grab these, split these off, or better yet, no, I need to... Okay, there we go. I didn't get much PS3 in that first stack, but I assure you I got more PS3 today, because it's the Sunday, the day 2 when I'm recording this. So yeah, back to Retro Madness for $35. I got the Conduit 2. This is the sequel to the first Conduit. I really like the first Conduit, so I'm looking forward to playing the sequel. Also from the PS2, for PS4, from the same seller, I got WWE 13 for $15. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. I already made a review of this game. Please go watch that. I have it physically now because I played it through PlayStation Plus previously, but now I do, so... What more can I say, except that's a great game. Went back to OK Chief's booth and got these for $25 total. First is Donkey Kong Country Returns. Never played a Donkey Kong Country game before, so this will probably be the first I play. And then I got, this one ended up becoming 5, Genji, Days of the Blade. This is the sequel to Genji, Dawn of the Samurai on PlayStation 2, and I'm looking forward to playing this bad boy. Also, something giant enemy crab. If you know, you know. Went back to Kyle's booth. Someone else was working it, so I ended up picking this up for $5. This is Azuric Rise of what does that say? Parathia. Azuric Rise of Parathia for Xbox. It's an adventure game. It is exclusive, and it was only $5. So hell yeah. Wasn't able to get much from, well, I still got some quality stuff from Kyle from Houston Retro Gamers booth between Splashdown and this, at least, so yeah. Alright, the first seller that you entered that had all those figures and stuff had a smaller selection of games, but I did find this A version of Forza 4, not the original, but this is the Essentials Edition. See that little logo there, that notice, not packaged or individual sale? That's because this came with 250 gigabyte Xbox 360 bundles, and all this is it's basically the base version without the second disc. I know, but it was only $5, and it'll give me a version of Forza 4 until I can find the full version. These I got from Dynamo Collectibles. These ended up costing $55 total. This one became $15 from $17. This is Beyblade V-Force Super Tournament Battle. It's one of the only console Beyblade games I know of in existence, so this is going to be interesting. And finally, Puyo Pop Fever from Sega and Sonic Team. Oh boy, Puyo Puyo Tetris 1 and 2 drove me crazy, so what happens when we just focus on regular Puyo? Find out sooner rather than later whenever I review it. Alright, went back to Retro Cart and I picked up some more PlayStation 3 games. First was Mobile Suit Gundam Crossfire for $20. This one kind of doesn't have the best reception. It kind of got savaged when it came out, but you know what? I'm going to give it a chance. I'm going to be fair. If I don't like it, I can just trade it in, but we'll see. Also for $10, I got PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. It's a Smash Bros-like game with PlayStation characters like Parappa the Rapper, as you can see. See Jack and Daxter, Cole from Infamous. And on the front, you see Kratos from God of War, Nathan Drake from Uncharted. You see Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank, Sly Cooper, Sackboy from Little Big Planet, and what more could you want? It's PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. And this one ended up becoming 10 because with those last two, we did it. This third one made it 40. This is Ratchet and Clank All for $1. I've been looking to get into Ratchet and Clank for a while, so yakka yakka yakka. Oh, and it's got a reversing cover. Look at this. This was hilarious. Look at that. Look at that. If I could, hold on. Let me read it. Copernicious Quark's awesomely epic big adventure through time and space. Co-starring, but not important in a way, Ratchet and Clank. Like, that reverse cover there is freaking hilarious, actually. Now, these next two, I actually went to a seller who I missed some yesterday here, right? Looked at, didn't find much. These two were still sitting there. This one became, the $18 one became $15. The $50 one became $45. We did $60 for both of these. 10 games across two big collections. First, the God of War saga. I have been wanting to play God of War for the longest time, and this is how I'm going to do it. Doesn't have the code for the other two because it's used, the PSP ones, but that's okay. I can just get those physically through the Origins collection. And I also got, which came $45, the Ratchet and Clank collection, which has the first 3 Ratchet and Clank games. Ratchet Clank 1, Going Commando, and Up Your Arsenal. I am so ready to play these. This one I got from Yellow Rose Retro, I think was their names. or close to it, for 30 bucks from 35 to 30. Shadows of the Damned, a Suda 51 trip. I have heard so much craziness about this game. From the mind of Suda 51, Shinji Mikami, and Akira Yamaoka. You know you're in for a hell of a time. I'm so gonna stream this one on Twitch. Next up, Enthusia here, Professional Racing. This is a Gran Turismo-like game from Konami. This one was 10 bucks from the seller I got those Xbox games from. The Outlaw Golf, Medal of Honors, and Marvel Nemesis. I love odd-end Gran Turismo clones like this. Also, I got one PlayStation game only. This one became 5, because I got Enthusia for 10 and this for 5 together. NASCAR Rumble. This was the predecessor to Rumble Racing. So this will be fun to see how it turned out. A couple more PlayStation... Oh, put that there. A couple more PlayStation 2 games I got from the other side of the same area. For 4 bucks each. First I got ATV Off-Road Fury 3. So now I have that. And I also got for 4 ATV Off-Road Fury 4. So now I have all the main ATV Off-Road Furies, and I'm happy. And finally, oh, by the way, I should mention, when I got these two, the seller who gave it to me also gave me one of this here, this little Pokemon Scarlet and Violet pin set as a little bonus. And finally, last I went to Mark's booth, and for 2 bucks, even though this was missing the slipcover, I had to get it at that price. This was Battlefield Bad Company, the original Gold Edition, because without the slipcover, it's like buying Star Ocean Till the End of Time without the box, but I'll find a better copy eventually. For 2 bucks, this will hold me as a good playable copy, and it is complete, so I can't really complain. And besides, you can't get this one on PC, so I will be playing this one for certain. Will I play it on Twitch? I don't know. And that's it. That's all the pickups. So, I hope you enjoyed all that. If there's anything you want to see me review, be my guest. So, but we'll see. We'll see. No guarantees of whatever here. So, if the juices flow, we'll see. Alright, thank you all for watching. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.